This is Carolyn with Carolyn's Paper Therapy, and it's been a while since I've worked on my Bloom Where You Are Planted journal. I have had 2 months of sciatica, constant, terrible, acute pain, and I haven't been able to do much in my craft room. And honestly, I had to come in here and look at what I had done, look at some of my previous videos. There's been 6 parts plus an introduction to see exactly where I was and what I had not covered with you before. So please bear with me on this video, and I promise I'm going to get back to some kind of regular schedule in here. And I didn't think I was ready to do another video, but I have several pages done, so I'm going to go ahead and do that and just kind of review here at the very first, because I know it's been a long time for you too since I worked on this, and for those that are following this particular journal, you may be waiting on me to do some more. So let me quickly just kind of review, and then I'll show you what I've done to date, the last few pages that I've worked on, and then I'm gonna try my best to get back on a schedule. One thing I've discovered is, and I did the same thing when I was crocheting and painting and other things that I've done in my crafting, is that if you get away from it for a while, then when you try to go back, you don't know, you've lost your flow, and you don't know where you were or what you wanted to do or what you have done or what you plan to do. So it takes a while to get reoriented to what's going on in here. And I've done remodeling, and I've had shingles, I've had a greenhouse built, I've had sciatica, and in between all that, I've been doing a little bit here and there. So things are kind of settling down now, so I'm all better. I still am going to physical therapy, and I thought I was going to have an epidural injection, but I didn't. I got better before I actually got that scheduled, and so I'm going to wait on that, and hopefully I won't have another attack. I'm trying to be very careful in what I do, and it's really hard to see something that you need to do and really know you shouldn't do it because you might hurt yourself again. I don't plan to hurt myself again. So here we go. I'm going to show you just kind of a quick review, and then the last few pages that I've done. This is what I've done so far. And I'm just going to kind of quick flip through it here. The cover, as you remember, or may not remember, was made out of a Ritz cracker box. And the first video was an introduction that showed kind of all the pieces and parts and how I plan to put it together. If you haven't seen those videos, you can go to my Carolyn's Paper Crafts and search for Bloom Where You Are Planted, and they'll all come up. So it's a total of the introduction plus 6 videos, and this will be the 7th, part 7. Anyway, I showed how to do this cover, and the front and the inside, back cover, and the back. I'm not going to go over all that again, but this has 2 signatures, which I'm holding in my hands right here, and we'll eventually sew those in and then put some trim here on this side. So I'm going to set that aside. This is the second signature, which I just have figured out what pages I want to use, but I have not decorated that at all. So I'm going to set that aside. And this is the one I've been working on. And we have covered all this. I'm just going to flip through right quick the pages. I'm using some of my own garden pictures in here that I've taken, not this year, but previous years. It's kind of a work in progress this year. And I tell you, I may put some pictures of my new greenhouse in here as journal cards. It is absolutely amazing. And I'm so proud of it, and I'm so excited. I'm got little seedlings growing, and it's just amazing. And it was finished in time for my birthday, which was May the 8th. And so this is the 17th, so I haven't had it very long. And so I'm growing some little things in there. Anyway, these are the pages that we've already covered in videos part 1 through 6. Okay, and this is where I pick up on pages that I've done since I did all those. One of the last video was tags and tuck spots or something like that. Tags and pockets, I think. And this is one that I had made on that video, and all I have done is attached it to the page. This opens up for journaling space inside, and then it has this tag that comes out and can be written on the back, and it just ties back closed. I used one of the blue doily digital pictures on this one, and the details of how I did this and exactly what I used are on the previous video for tags and pockets. When I glued this down, I glued it in such a way that I made it into a side pocket. So that's all I did on this page. I used what we had already made. The next page, I used a couple of the pockets in the kit and just glued them down on the 3 sides, and made some little tags to go inside. This one was the heart doily with the little house, garden house, and a bow on the top. And this one has a couple of, let's see, it's got 3 things in it. 2 tiny little tags and a teacup. These can be written on the back. And some lace across the bottom. On this page, I made a corner tuck spot, and it is part of this that I had cut off a piece that was left from that. So all I did was glue down these 2 sides to make a tuck spot. I decorated it with the scales, and the, let's see, what do we got here? Kind of a mason jar of flowers and some little cookies and milk. Here's some hand-dyed lace at the bottom. And then just this tucked in the pocket, and it matches the page behind it. This is the center of this signature, and I wanted to use the heart doily in the center. So this is where we'll be sewing this together. If I don't catch all of this in it, I can use washi tape to attach it here, but I think I'll put my 3, I think it's going to work out. On these 2 pages were blank, where I had not printed on the back of this for whatever reason. So I decided to stencil, and I just have an overall floral stencil, and I stenciled it with pink ink. I just took a couple of my fussy cuts and put in the corners down here, because this is all going to be for journaling space. And here, these are some little appliques that my mother gave me, and some of the things that she gave me. I put one on each side. And then this opens up to have a butterfly in the center. My plan is, when I get all through with the book, I'm going to go back and do some stickles and maybe some other embellishing, which I'll show in the final flip through. Okay, this page, I believe this is, I don't know if I covered this in that tuck spots or not, but yes I did, yes I did. And so you've seen this. This just flips out. And then it can be written on this side. I will probably stencil something right here. And I'll also need to have some kind of closure on a clip or something on the edge, and I'll probably use a clip and some dangles. And I'll show it to you later when I get it all finished. But this is all just glued on decorations, and then inside it has a little pocket with some tags in it. Now this over here is just a pocket from the kit. I didn't even put any additional decorations on it. And inside the pocket I have one of the beautiful pictures of my hydrangeas. And this is probably off of the shrub on my back sidewalk. And I bet there are 50 blooms coming on it. Some of the bushes are blooming, some of them are not going to, but this one is going to be covered. And I look forward to sharing that maybe in a journal, or I probably will somehow put those in a journal, because it makes it more personal for you to be able to see my gardens. And then this little tag, I just put a tab at the top, and I may add some words and things up there. I haven't done that yet. Like I say, I've been working on this a little bit, but it made my back hurt to sit in here. So I would do a little bit and then go away for a week or two and then come back. So it's been kind of disjointed for me. It's very difficult to do it that way. But I hope to get back in the flow of this journal. Now this is a tag that we made in the Pockets and Tags video just before this one. And all I did was just glue that tag down on this page because it had a pocket built into it. Over here, this is the rice paper. And if you remember, over on the other side, I had a pocket and some things I'll put in there. And so this is the other side of that piece of paper. I just decorated it with some pink hydrangea and some cheesecloth and this pretty lace or whatever, that fringe that I have. This will be a nice page for writing. I flipped it over and I have another pocket that I made, and this paper is so thin that I reinforced the pockets with a piece of cardstock that we had trimmed off of another page, just to make it so it wouldn't get ripped. And I've decorated this with some stickers. I have lots of floral stickers, and that's what I wanted there. And a heart and some little forget-me-nots and little music notes and the word blissful. And I realized I used the word blissful twice. I must really like that word, but so we're just blissful. And these are the two tags I selected to go in this pocket. All these can be written on. On this next page, I used a tag from the kit that had the little door on it. And I cut the door with my, you can use any kind of cutter, but I have this pen. I really like these. And they have a blade inside there. And you have to hold it straight up, but it cuts really nice. And they're handy. So I cut the door so it would open. And then inside, when I glued this down, I made it into a side pocket. And this pulls out, I think. Yeah, this pulls out. And it's just a, I cut this off of one of the digital pages. That was an overall design. And I cut it out so that these flowers and part of the butterfly showed. I put a little tab on the side. It says flowers. So this just slides right in there so that the butterfly and the flowers show. This is a little piece off of that trim that I bought from Amazon. It's wonderful. I mean, it really is nice. You just cut off the little pieces that you want and glue it down. Up here is a piece of pink lace, hand-dyed lace that my friend did for me. And I took one of the blank strips and wrote my secret garden on there, because this would be a secret garden, I think. And I framed it with another piece of the floral paper, and then the pearls. On this page, I applied some lace here. I wanted lace over here, but I was too close here, so I put it on the other side, but it still shows from this page. This is hand-dyed lace also. I have a friend that takes vintage lace and then dyes it in pinks and greens and blues and natural off-white kind of colors, and I buy those from her. This is a pocket from the kit. And inside this pocket, I have my surprise lilies. We also call them naked ladies. And if you're not familiar with those, they come up in the spring with the foliage just like a lily, long things that come up, and there's no flower. And then after those die back, you just cut them off or mow them off. These happen to be out in my yard. And the guy that does my yard, he does really well not to cut those off until it's the right time. And then you just get up one morning and there they are. They're just beautiful. And they last a few days and then they're gone. When we first moved to Henderson, we bought a home built in late 1800s. And these were all over the place in that yard. The women who lived there before had lots and lots of beautiful flowers, rose garden and all kinds of things that I really enjoyed. And these came up out in the yard, and I believe my husband dug up some of those because they were not in the greatest of places, and put some in the yard when we moved into this house. And then here's another tag. I just put a bow at the top and it can be written on. This is the other side of the book page that I have in here. This came out of a garden book. And since it really can't be written on, I just decorated it. And I put a butterfly. And let's see. This little cat on a doily with some herbs beside it. The word delightful. This is a piece of tissue paper. My daughter, when she gives me gifts now, she picks the best gift bags and the best tissue and wrapping paper, knowing that I will use it. So that's a part of the gift too, is that she searches out things that she thinks I can use in my journals. I think that's so sweet. But anyway, there's just a little piece there and some lace. The word delightful. And these little, I guess they're like little mosaic things I bought one time, and they're not exactly what I wanted, but I thought they looked pretty on there. And I did go ahead and put some stickles on this butterfly. Let's see, I think I did it on this one too while I had it out. I put stickles on this butterfly's body and edge of the wings, and over here too. It just makes it glittery. I like that look. And that's as far as I've gotten. But that's enough to show you today. And then I have this page, and 1, 2, 3, 4 more pages in this signature. And then we've got another whole signature that is ready to be decorated. And because this one has turned out so fat, I will not be putting as much layer in the other one. I'll have more writing space. And I think that'll be a good idea. That will give us some space to just put some journal cards and more flat like things in there. And then this will be tied together with ribbon. So I hope that's enough to pique your interest and get you going on this again. Again, I've used the Bloom Cottage collection from Shabby Art Boutique for the craft room. And I am so far behind. This is probably 3 or 4 months ago that this came out. And she just keeps coming out with all these beautiful kits, two a month, I think. One for the craft room and one for her Etsy store, and I'm just so far behind. And I may never catch up, but anyway, I'm really enjoying this one and want to see this through. I'll be back soon. My main thing now is just taking care of my home and my yard and my flowers and my dog Biscuit, and trying not to hurt myself. And so maybe I can get in here for a couple hours a day and keep working on this journal until it is complete, and then we'll start something new. So I appreciate you being patient with me. Several people have kind of written different ways and are on Facebook and different places and asked me how I'm doing, and I've just been doing awful. But I'm feeling almost 100% now, and I'm just thrilled to sit back down in here. And you know, once I've made something like this, and it's been so long, I look through here and I'm thinking, golly, did I do that? That's really neat, you know, and I forget what I've made. And so it's fun to share it with you again and share it with myself. So I think I got caught up here on where we are, and I'll be back soon. Remember, every day's a gift. We have had torrential rains and flash floods, and I thought that new greenhouse was just, well, it would have floated away if it wasn't concrete and brick and glass. But everything kind of flooded. It didn't get in the greenhouse, but it got up on it some. And so I am very thankful today for the sunshine. I had a wonderful lunch with my very best friend in the whole wide world, and so I can't complain about a thing today. Look for the joy in each day and share it with everyone along the way. And so until next time, I'll see you soon.